Hello everyone, welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today we're going to be talking about my opinions on the elimination card. You'll see me do the predictions when I'm home, but I think this is just going to be a lot more funnier if I do it in the car, because if you know it's going to be a good video when I'm in the car. Okay, so let's get down to business. I already feel like it's a big ripoff. No, hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Hear me out on this one. If I'm paying for a pay-per-view, there better be one title match. There isn't a single one. This is just like an episode of Monday Night Raw. And what matches? The only thing I'm paying for is The Rock and John Cena. Rock was on SmackDown last week. And John Cena isn't even that good of a wrestler anymore. Like, if I'm just paying for John Cena, if I pay in pay-per-view prices to see a pay-per-view, and not to mention if you're American going to Canada just for no title matches, I would be angry. But let's talk about the first thing. The Rock talking to Cody Rhodes. If that does not kick off the show, something's wrong with them. I don't want them to save The Rock to the very end, because that is a waste of time. Just get the boring part over. All it is going to be The Rock and Cody Rhodes staring at each other for a while The Rock says one sentence, does something stupid, just staring. Cody, I challenge you to WrestleMania. And if that does not happen, you want me to tell you what? If Cody Rhodes just accepts it, I'm not interested. Honestly, I'm not interested. Unless this leads to something bigger, where Rock is added to the main event, I don't care at WrestleMania. I don't care. And not to mention, it's the same 6 people in the Elimination Chamber that WWE has been trying to push over and over and over again. Why can't you put someone new like Braun Breaker in there? Instead of putting someone new, you put John Cena, who's old as dirt. You put... The first match we're going to be talking about is the men's elimination chamber. You put Logan Paul. How many opportunities could this guy get and people still boo him before you figure out no one likes him? Number 2, Drew McIntyre. How long does it take for you to stop making him lose? Because people like him. How long before you realize that CM Punk, people want to win, he should be winning? How long do you realize that no one cares if John Cena is in the main event of WrestleMania? I sure don't. I hope he isn't alone. Seth Rollins. He's just in there. Damian Priest. The same 6 people every pay-per-view. Why couldn't you throw in Jacob Fatu? Why couldn't you throw in people new and exciting instead of throwing down the 42-year-olds? I feel like the youngest person in this match, if I'm not wrong, is Logan Paul. And he's in his 20s. The oldest being John Cena. Drew McIntyre's almost in his 40s. Rollins almost in his 40s. This is like the old man match. Like, come on. They could have put, like, new stars. They could have found Sutton, like someone we haven't seen in a pay-per-view in a while. They could have had Finn Balor in here, and people would have been happy. And the next match I want to talk about is the Women's Elimination Chamber. This one kind of gets me opportunity. How many times do I have to say I don't like Liv Morgan before WWE to listen? I do not care if she wins the Elimination Chamber. I do not care for her at all. Naomi, don't like her. Roxanne Perez, even though she isn't winning, I hope she does. Bianca Belair, good wrestler. Could win it. Bayley, don't mind her. she's a good wrestler. And Alexa Bliss, as long as she doesn't do any of that stupid spooky stuff, this match, she's going to be fine. And then, who cares about who wins this? I don't like Naomi. If we see another Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan match, I am going to cry myself to sleep. I promise you that. And then you have Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. May I ask you, who cares? It's a tag team match. And why couldn't Tiffany Stratton just defend her title against Nia Jax or Trish Stratus, what people actually wanted to see, instead of this stupid tag team match? I know. Because instead of giving us title matches, we're paying for John Cena and The Rock. And then the next match is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. This is probably going to be a good match. I see no problem with it. I feel like most of these matches are going to be good, but it's just like, who cares at this point? It's the same people over and over again. Why should I even care? They're not giving me a reason to care, because CM Punk definitely deserved to be in there. John Cena just announced himself in there, which was a waste of time. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is going to be good. That's all I know. But hear me out. Usually I'm a big Triple H defender, but when I rate this pay-per-view, I'm going to be brutally honest. Because, in my opinion, this is the angriest I have ever been during a pay-per-view. And the only potential match I could see, there's two, which both could be potential if they're on the show, instead of on a SmackDown or Raw. AJ Styles versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, which I would be happy, or a fatal 4-way for the Tag Team Championships with the WWE World Tag Team Championships with the champions Diddy, DIY, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns. I can see that being one of the most entertaining matches at Elimination Chamber if it happens. So, yeah. That's it. Bye.